Topic is enzymes. So what are these enzymes? So human body made up of many cells, tissues and many complex organs. So for efficient functioning of all those things, human body releases some chemicals or produces some chemicals. So those chemicals we call it as enzymes. So these enzymes are nothing but the chemicals released by our body for efficient functioning of all organs in a human body. So study of these enzymes, we call it as enzymology. Study of enzymes, we call it as enzymology. So what are these enzymes? So these enzymes are nothing but catalyst, means enzymes are chemically protein in nature and they are considered as globular proteins which catalyze or speed up the biological process which are going to occur in our body. So human body is made up of many complex organs which are governed by many biological processes. So these enzymes play pivotal role in all living organisms to govern all these biological processes. So what are these biological processes? These biological processes are respiration, digestion, excretion, blood clotting and many other metabolic activities. So all these biological processes will be governed by these enzymes which are released by our human body. So other than our body producing these enzymes may also available in some processed food which we consume. So those enzymes are considered as catalysts or the main chemicals which are going to govern all the biological processes which are going to occur in a body. It may be human body or any other body. Means in all living organisms, these enzymes play pivotal role in controlling all the biological processes. So these enzymes are generally protein in nature. So they are considered as a catalysts. Means a reaction to occur, it requires some help. That help we call it as a catalyst. So that catalyst enzymes will act as a catalyst to speed up the reaction. So what is this reaction? So all the biological processes in our body are considered as a chemical reactions. So those chemical reactions or those biological processes will be governing by these enzymes in the form of a catalyst. So these enzymes will speed up the reaction by lowering the activation energy. So what is this activation energy? In order to reaction to occur, two molecules should combine to each other. So when combining of two molecules or colliding of two molecules requires some amount of energy. That energy we call it as activation energy. So any two molecules reacting together to form a product, that is called it as a reaction. So that requires high amount of activation energy. So in presence of enzymes, that activation energy will get lowered. So the reaction will get speed up. So to fasten the biological process, to fasten the reaction in a body, these enzymes play a pivotal role. So there are thousands of enzymes in a body. Each enzyme have a unique job. Means one enzyme will do one specific job. Examples of enzymes are lactase, sucrase, urease, etc. So this A's indicates the name of the enzyme. So A's indicates the name of the enzyme. Each enzyme have a unique job. So lactase is going to act on the substrate lactose. So sucrase is going to act on sucrose. So urease is going to act on urea. So each enzyme has a specific and unique job to act on a specific molecule. So there are different thousands of enzymes in our body, each having a unique job. And what is going to do? So these enzymes, too much or too little amount of enzymes will leads to health problems in a body. So too much of enzymes or too little amount of enzyme. If the enzyme concentration is more or if enzyme concentration is less, it leads to health problems in a body. So this too much or too little concentration of enzymes will help the healthcare providers to diagnose a disease or to check in case of injuries. So in case of injuries or in case of a disease, this enzyme concentration will get increased or decreased depending upon the condition. So that makes a tool for a healthcare provider to find out the reason why the enzyme concentration is increased or decreased, whether to diagnose a disease or in case of any injury, right? So these are the main concept of enzymes. Human body is going to release this or produce these chemicals which we call them as enzymes. study of enzymes is called as enzymology. Each enzyme has a unique job. So there are many different thousands of enzymes which are produced in our body. So not only our body produced enzymes, some enzymes can be taken by outside the food, which are the processed food is also made up of enzymes, and chemically these are protein in nature. Chemically, these are considered as globular proteins and they play a pivotal role to govern all the biological processes, example respiration, digestion, etc. And some RNA called ribozymes. Some RNA, which we call it as ribozymes, also act as an enzymes. So other than the normal enzymes, some RNA, which we call it as enzymes, the name is ribozymes. So RNA which is acting as an enzyme, we call it as ribozymes. So this is general introduction about enzymes. So the next is, so the mechanism of enzymes. So all the biological processes are chemical reactions. So in a chemical reaction, two molecules should collide to form the product. That we call it as a chemical reaction. So those two molecules involving in the reaction, we call it as reactants. So there are, consider this reactant or substrate. So these two reactants are going to combine to form the product. So when in order to combine or collide two reactants, it requires energy. That energy we call it as activation energy. So in presence of enzyme, this activation energy will get lowered and the speed of the reaction will get increased. So how it is going to happen? So that we are going to discuss. So this enzyme will going to react with reactant. So this enzyme will react with, consider this a reactant 1 and this is the reactant 2. Enzyme is going to react with reactant 1 to form a byproduct or intermediate. To form a byproduct or intermediate. So this intermediate is going to react with the second reactant to form the product. Enzyme is going to react with the first reactant to form intermediate, which we call it as a byproduct. That intermediate is going to react with the second reactant to form the product. So how it is going to happen? This byproduct or intermediate is a main point. So this enzyme is going to react with this reactant to form a complex. That complex is seen in this byproduct or intermediate. Consider this is an enzyme. Consider this a reactant and this is an enzyme. So this site where the reactant is going to attach to the enzyme, that we call it as an active site. So this active site or catalytic site of the enzyme. So this is considered as a main point or main site. So this site we call it as active site or catalytic site of an enzyme, which attracts the substrate or reactant towards itself. So these two forms a complex which we call it as enzyme substrate complex, reactant or enzyme substrate complex. So this complex is going to form or seen in the byproduct or intermediate. So that intermediate is going to react with the second reactant to form the product. Means this complex is going to react with the second reactant and then the product will be dissociated. Means the enzyme will get dissociated by leaving the product. So that is the reaction. So all this process requires less amount of energy. So to lower the activation energy, the enzyme will go into bind with one of the reactant to form a complex which we call it as enzyme substrate complex. So that complex will be seen in the byproduct or intermediate. So that intermediate is going to react with the second molecule which is going to collide. So that forms a product. From the product will get dissociated from the complex to get the result. So this is the mechanism of enzyme action. So the enzyme is going to react with one of the reactant to lower the activation energy and to bind with the one of the reactant. So that is about the mechanism of action of enzymes. So these enzymes, how they are going to attract the reactants or the substrates. So these enzymes is going to attract the substrate through its nature. Means enzyme will have some nature. That nature we call it as specificity. So this specificity is the nature of the enzyme to identify. It is a molecular identification process often by an enzyme to attract the substrate. Means this enzyme is going to identify a substrate which is suitable to its active site. So that nature we call it as an specificity. So different enzymes will have different levels of specificity, and this specific nature of enzymes act as a research tool for diagnosing many diseases and in case of many injuries. So this is specificity is the definite nature of an enzyme. So all enzymes are protein in nature and all enzymes are specific substrate. Means they are going to identify a molecule which is suitable to its active site. That molecule will have complementary structure and conformational change according to its active site. So that molecule which is having complementary structure and configurational properties according to its active site, that substrate is going to be identified or selected from a group of similar chemical compounds. From a group of compounds which is having complementary structure and conformational properties of same as that of active site of enzyme is going to identify. So this specificity overall is termed as molecular identification process by an enzyme to find out a substrate to attract towards it. So that nature we call it as specificity. So based on the nature of the specificity, there are four types of enzyme specificity. They are: number one, absolute specificity. Number two, group specificity. Number three, linkage specificity. Number four, stereo specificity. So depending upon this specificity, there are four types. So first we are going to discuss about absolute specificity. So absolute specificity means that enzyme will have specificity towards only one substrate. Example, lactase is going to act on only lactose substrate. So lactase is going to break down this lactose into glucose and galactose. So in this reaction, we have seen this lactone is going to break down into two molecules. So this type of reactions are called as catabolic reactions. Other example of catabolic reactions, urease is going to act on urea to form one molecule of ammonia and one molecule of carbon dioxide. So this urea is going to act on only on urea. This lactase is going to act on only on lactose. So these are the examples of absolute specificity. Means that enzyme will have absolute or fixed specificity towards only some substrates. Means lactase is going to act lactose, urease is going to act on only urea. Same example like sucrase is going to act on only sucrose, right? So these are all about absolute specificity. Next, what do you mean by group specificity? So this group indicates group. Means enzyme is going to or enzyme is specific towards specific functional groups. Example, amino groups, phospho groups, acetyl groups, hydroxy groups, etc. So these enzymes are specific towards these functional groups. So molecules involving these functional groups are specific to that enzymes. That is termed as group specificity. Next is about linkage specificity. Linkage indicates the bonding. Some enzymes are going to act on only some types of bonds, some types of linkages. That specificity call it as linkage specificity of that enzymes. Example, alpha amylase. Alpha amylase is going to act on alpha 1,4 glycosidic bonds or glycosidic linkage. So this alpha amylase is going to act on only these type of linkages. So this is example of linkage specificity. Means alpha amylase is an enzyme which have specificity towards this type of linkage or this type of bonds. So the starch is going to break down into means the starch containing this alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage is catalyzed by this enzyme alpha amylase. Right, that is all about linkage specificity. Next is about stereospecificity, means they are going to act on only some stereo centers. Only some stereo centers, right? So that enzymes are specific to that stereo centers. Example, arginase. Arginase is an enzyme which is going to act only on L-arginine amino acid. So L-arginine is catalyzed by arginase, means L-arginase is going to act on only the L type of stereoisomer of arginine. It will not act on D stereotype of arginine, means it is specific only for a specific stereoisomer. Arginase is going to act on only on L type of arginine, not on D type of arginine. That is termed as stereospecificity. And other examples are SN2 reaction is a stereospecific in nature. It is going to invert the stereochemistry only at specific stereo centers types. So that is the example of stereospecific reactions which are catalyzed by stereospecific enzymes, right?